Ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Arlo Maverick, man of many hats who just happens to rap. And today is a part 2 of a 3-part episode series where we are talking about grant writers and all that you need to know about getting one. Now, for anybody who's never actually worked with a grant writer, you may be questioning, what do grant writers do? Well, let's go over a few things. Number 1, your grant writer will be responsible for filling out and submitting your grant application. Number 2, your grant writer will be responsible for working with you to create a proposal that encompasses your vision. Number 3, your grant writer will be responsible for gathering information that supports your proposal, but this is something that you will be working with them to actually create. Number 4, your grant writer will be answering inquiries that you or the grant body may have about your application. But then again, there's a question. What will the grant writer require of you? So what will the grant writer require of you? In my previous vlog, I talked about CVs. CVs are essentially well-cataloged documents that basically provide history on your experience, your education, anything that's going to sell the jury. But one thing that you need to also make sure that you have is documents on your team. Who is helping you accomplish these things that you say that you plan to accomplish? That becomes critical to a jury because a jury needs to know that you are not just doing this on your own, but you have a team in place, your publicist, your manager, so on and so forth. Now, grant writers also need ideas from you. Ideas that help communicate your vision. Nobody knows your brand better than you do. So you can't expect a grant writer to read your mind or know what you want to do. You have to be able to give them a vision and allow them to use their talents as a writer and as someone who understands how to put together the proposal to flesh that out and to create something that represents you in the best way. So time management is a reoccurring theme with a lot of my vlogs. So let's talk about how time management relates to grant writing. Much like your mix engineer needs enough time to make the perfect mix, much like your publicist needs enough time to contact media, your grant writer is going to need enough time to put together the right proposal. Give yourself enough time for you to gather the information that you need to supply to the grant writer. In addition to that, give them enough time so that they could actually create a grant proposal that you're happy with, one that you guys can go back and forth with and create something that you know is strong. Plus, if you give your grant writer enough time, you can actually reach out to the organization that the grant is actually funding and be like, hey, is there someone that can actually take a look at this grant? Ladies and gentlemen, this is number 2 of a 3-part series where we are looking at what grant writers do and who they are. So in closing, if you found yourself to be more informed by the end of this, then please make sure to click the like button as well too. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, which is youtube.com/Arlo Maverick as well too. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Let's create a dialogue. Let's create a community of educated, smart, ambitious artists who are just creating and building with one another. And as well too, don't forget to find me on my social media platforms at Arlo Maverick on everything. And until the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, peace.